Greetings, thrill seekers. Today, we're diving headfirst into the macabre as we reveal the top 10 most terrifying ghosts of all time. These restless spirits have sent shivers down the spines of those unfortunate enough to encounter them. Join me as we unravel the haunting tales behind these apparitions and delve into the dark secrets they hold. Get ready for a hair-raising journey into the world of the supernatural. Ghost number 10, the Crying Lady. Among the myriad tales of terrifying ghosts, the legend of the Crying Lady stands out as one of the most chilling. In various cultures and ghost stories around the world, a spectral woman is often depicted wandering in desolation, her mournful cries echoing through the night. The Crying Lady is typically associated with tragedy, often rooted in a heartbreaking love story, betrayal, or a traumatic event that led to her untimely demise. Witnesses claim to have heard her sorrowful wails or even seen her ghostly figure, draped in a flowing gown, perpetually mourning a loss that transcends the boundaries between the living and the dead. The terror induced by the Crying Lady lies not only in the eerie sounds that accompany her presence but also in the emotional weight of her backstory. The ghostly figure becomes a poignant reminder of unresolved grief and heartbreak, weaving a tale that resonates deeply with our collective fears and emotions. Whether encountered in abandoned mansions, mist-laden graveyards, or desolate landscapes, the Crying Lady's haunting presence continues to send shivers down the spines of those who dare to venture into the realms where her ghostly lamentations are said to persist. Ghost number 9. The Phantom Hitchhiker. One of the most spine-chilling ghostly phenomena is the legend of the Phantom Hitchhiker, a spectral figure that haunts lonely roads and hitchhiking routes. The tale typically involves a mysterious hitchhiker who appears to unsuspecting drivers in distress, often during inclement weather or in the dead of night. These ghostly passengers share a destination but, upon reaching it, vanish without a trace from the vehicle, leaving behind a lingering aura of dread. The Phantom Hitchhiker legend has variations across cultures, but the common thread is the unnerving encounter with a ghostly presence that seems trapped in a perpetual cycle of seeking a ride to an elusive destination. What makes the Phantom Hitchhiker so terrifying is the relatable setting of desolate roads and the vulnerability of those who unwittingly pick up the spectral passenger. Reports of these encounters often emphasize the realism of the interactions, heightening the fear that anyone could unwittingly cross paths with a ghostly hitchhiker. The legend taps into primal fears of the unknown and the spectral, turning routine drives into harrowing experiences that linger in the minds of those who have experienced or heard of these eerie encounters. Ghost number 8. The Vengeful Spirit. The archetype of the vengeful spirit is a haunting figure found in countless ghost stories, transcending cultural boundaries and instilling fear in the hearts of those who encounter it. This malevolent apparition is often driven by unresolved anger, injustice, or a tragic past, seeking retribution against the living. Vengeful spirits are said to manifest in various forms, from spectral apparitions to chilling poltergeist activities, inflicting harm on those they perceive as responsible for their suffering or misfortune. The chilling aspect of the vengeful spirit lies in its relentless pursuit of vengeance, perpetuating a cycle of terror that can endure for generations. What makes the vengeful spirit so terrifying is its ability to tap into primal fears surrounding justice and the unknown. The idea that an aggrieved soul can return from beyond the grave to settle scores challenges our notions of mortality and the consequences of our actions. Whether born from ancient folklore or contemporary ghost stories, the vengeful spirit embodies the darker facets of the supernatural, leaving a lingering sense of dread about the consequences that may await those who invoke the wrath of the beyond. Ghost number 7. The Child Ghost. The presence of a ghostly child is a haunting figure that strikes a particular chord of terror in the realm of ghost stories. The notion of a child ghost often evokes a profound sense of sadness and vulnerability, as these specters are typically associated with tragic or untimely deaths. Witnesses describe encounters with ghostly children playing in abandoned spaces, appearing in the corners of darkened rooms, or even manifesting as eerie apparitions in family photographs. The innocence of a child coupled with the supernatural and eerie nature of their presence creates a particularly chilling and unsettling atmosphere. What makes the child ghost so terrifying is the emotional resonance it carries. The tragedy of a young life cut short and the notion of a spirit trapped in the afterlife elicits strong empathetic responses from those who encounter these spectral children. The contrast between the purity of childhood and the eerie, ghostly manifestation contributes to a potent and unsettling combination that has become a recurring theme in ghost lore across cultures. Whether perceived as lost souls or harboring a darker agenda, the child ghost remains one of the most emotionally charged and frightening entities in the realm of paranormal encounters. Ghost number 6. The Headless Spectre. The headless spectre is a timeless and spine-chilling figure that has haunted the realms of folklore and ghost stories for centuries. Typically depicted as a phantom figure wandering in search of its lost head, this ghostly entity is often associated with tragic deaths, particularly executions or gruesome accidents. Witnesses describe encountering a headless apparition draped in tattered garments, carrying its severed head or emitting mournful wails that echo through desolate spaces. The macabre nature of the headless spectre's appearance taps into deep-seated fears of the supernatural and the grotesque. What makes the headless spectre so terrifying is its association with violent and traumatic events, often rooted in history and legend. Whether haunting ancient battlefields or forsaken graveyards, the image of a headless figure seeking restitution for its untimely demise invokes a primal fear of the unknown and the spectral. The headless spectre embodies a blend of horror and tragedy, leaving those who encounter it grappling with the eerie consequences of unresolved and gruesome fates from the past. Ghost number 5. The Woman in White. The spectral archetype of the woman in white is a pervasive and chilling figure in ghost lore worldwide. Described as a ghostly apparition, usually dressed in a flowing white gown or burial shroud, the woman in white is often associated with tragic love stories, betrayal, or untimely deaths. Witness accounts of encountering this ghostly woman typically involve eerie sightings along desolate roads, near bodies of water, or in abandoned structures. The woman in white is known for her mournful demeanor, sometimes appearing as a harbinger of misfortune or a guide to lost souls. What makes the woman in white so terrifying is the emotional depth and narrative complexity often woven into her haunting presence. The combination of her ethereal beauty, ghostly demeanor, and connection to sorrowful tales of love and loss evoke a potent blend of sympathy and fear. The woman in white transcends cultural boundaries, appearing in various forms across folklore, literature, and contemporary ghost stories, solidifying her status as one of the most enduring and haunting figures in the realm of supernatural encounters. Ghost number 4. The Restless Soldier. The Restless Soldier, a spectral figure often associated with tragic wartime events, embodies the eerie and haunting aspects of ghost lore. Ghost stories recount encounters with soldiers who met untimely deaths on the battlefield, and their spirits, unable to find peace, continue to wander the earthly realm. Witnesses describe apparitions of the restless soldier dressed in tattered and blood-stained uniforms, their eyes reflecting the trauma of war. These ghostly figures are often reported in locations with historical significance, such as battlegrounds or abandoned military installations, adding a layer of authenticity to the encounters. What makes encounters with the restless soldier so terrifying is the profound connection to the horrors of war and the lingering trauma of those who perished in conflict. The ghosts of these soldiers are believed to be trapped between worlds, their unresolved anguish and unfinished business compelling them to remain tethered to the mortal plane. The restless soldier represents a poignant reminder of the human toll of war and adds a chilling layer of emotion to the already unsettling world of ghostly encounters. Ghost number 3. The Malevolent Poltergeist. The malevolent poltergeist stands out as one of the most terrifying and unpredictable entities in the realm of ghostly encounters. Unlike traditional ghosts, poltergeists are known for their malicious and mischievous behavior, often causing physical disturbances and chaos in their wake. Witnesses report objects being violently thrown, unexplained noises, and even aggressive actions directed at those within the haunted space. The malevolent poltergeist is characterized by a malevolent energy that seems to revel in creating fear and havoc, leading to the unsettling notion that it is fueled by a dark and vengeful force. Encounters with a malevolent poltergeist are particularly terrifying due to the element of unpredictability and the potential for direct and aggressive interactions. The poltergeist's ability to manipulate the physical environment and inflict harm on the living adds an extra layer of fear, challenging the notion that ghosts are mere apparitions. Whether driven by unresolved trauma or a sinister agenda, the malevolent poltergeist remains a staple in paranormal lore, haunting the imagination of those who fear the malicious intent of unseen entities. Ghost number 2. The Lady in Black. The spectral presence of the Lady in Black is a pervasive and spine-chilling figure that has left an indelible mark on ghost stories across cultures. Often associated with mourning and tragedy, the Lady in Black is typically portrayed as a ghostly woman clad in a flowing black gown, a veiled hat, or mourning attire. Witnesses recount encounters with this haunting figure in various contexts, from haunted mansions to desolate graveyards, and her appearance is often linked to tales of lost love, betrayal, or untimely death. The Lady in Black's ghostly visage and silent mourning evoke an atmosphere of profound sorrow and supernatural unease. What makes the Lady in Black so terrifying is the emotional weight she carries and her association with themes of grief and loss. Whether appearing as a harbinger of impending doom or a lingering spirit unable to find peace, the Lady in Black taps into universal fears surrounding mortality and the afterlife. Her spectral presence continues to captivate the imagination, turning her into an enduring and haunting archetype in the pantheon of ghostly encounters. Ghost number 1. The Tormented Soul. The tormented soul is a chilling archetype in ghost lore, embodying the anguish and suffering of a spirit unable to find peace in the afterlife. Encounters with tormented souls often involve witnessing apparitions in distress, their spectral forms writhing with pain or emitting mournful cries. These ghosts are believed to be tethered to the mortal plane by unresolved trauma, tragic circumstances, or violent ends to their lives. Witnesses describe feelings of deep sorrow and discomfort in the presence of these tormented spirits, amplifying the emotional weight of the encounter. What makes encounters with the tormented soul so terrifying is the visceral connection to the ghost's agony, offering a glimpse into the harrowing experiences that led to their unrest. Whether bound to a specific location, seeking resolution for past wrongs, or trapped in a perpetual state of suffering, the tormented soul elicits empathy and fear, prompting contemplation about the nature of justice, redemption, and the enduring impact of human tragedy on the spiritual realm. And there you have it, brave souls, the top 10 most terrifying ghosts of all time. These spine-chilling apparitions continue to haunt our darkest nightmares, reminding us of the thin veil between the living and the dead. Stay tuned for more bone-chilling adventures on the Robot Ray channel. If you found this video fascinating and informative, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Robot Ray channel for more incredible explorations. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep on exploring.